There's currently a shift occurring in the software market where over time technology has improved, products are getting better, and buyers now have more power, and they're demanding intuitive, easy to use software. So in this video, we're going to talk about product-led growth and how you can use it to benefit for your software. At the end of this video, I'll also share with you our guide to implementing product-led growth strategies. So, what is product-led growth? Basically, it's a response to the market shift where consumers and buyers now have more of the power. It was a term coined by openview partners, who are a VC firm who tend to invest in these type of software companies. Here's their definition of product-led growth. Product-led growth is an end-user focused growth model that relies on the product itself as the primary driver of customer acquisition, conversion, and expansion. So in other words, this means that the product is now responsible for doing more of the heavy lifting associated with acquiring and adopting new customers. So in other words, the product is almost selling itself. Now, some changes need to be made for that to occur, but that's generally the process. This is quite innovative when it's compared with the old model. The traditional software model had a sales approach that we refer to as the top-down model. This means that sales executives would be selling towards decision makers and higher level execs at companies, booking them onto demos, and then selling software through a contract agreement. This software would then be passed down to the employees who would actually be the end users. But with a product-led growth model, it's much more common for the model to be turned on its head, and it's a bottom-up model. So this means that the employees and the end users are actually able to try out software using trials or the freemium plans to get a sense of whether this software works for them, whether it solves their problems and gives them value. So it's a more efficient process essentially, and what this gives rise to is the self-serve model. So the self-serve model is essentially where users are able to be completely self-sufficient with the software. They're able to onboard themselves, they're able to become quite efficient at using the software without the requirement for hand-holding or lots of customer support and training. And this is a really powerful element. So what does a product designer think about product-led growth? Basically, since at User Active we come from the product design background, we learned design principles that have since found their way into online and into the web. So if you go way back, you had product designers like Dieter Rams who pioneered lots of great design theory and principles for good design. Later down the road, these design principles were adopted in Silicon Valley and made their way into software design. Basically, UX and UI became a very, very popular practice for web applications. And a really pivotal moment for this was when Steve Jobs met Johnny Ive, a product designer who was working at Apple. And they started to put design thinking first and put a really great emphasis on design and using that as a driver to push the business forward commercially. So it's great to see that a lot of these wonderful product design principles now firmly, have their place within software and within tech. But what I think is a real benefit of the product-led growth model is that we have these additional features that give rise to the self-service model for software users. All of these features like onboarding, checklists, walkthroughs, upgrade flows, all of this layer of interactions, I should say, make it really easy for users now to be completely self-sufficient, and it also skips the need for a lot of hand-holding and training. So I think product-led growth is here to stay. It's an incredibly strong model, and even if you think you have a software that's very technical or requires learning, there's always something that you can take away from product-led growth to improve your business. So If you'd like to adopt more strategies and implement more of the tactics of product-led growth into your software, then grab a copy of our guide, Product Growth Engine. It takes you through 10 tactics that you can embed into your product that will really help improve the self-serve nature of your software. So I've included a link to that in our description below. I wrote this guide specifically in mind to help you improve your product, get more users, and grow. Hi, I'm Peter from Useractive, where we help software founders create meaningful products users love. If you find these videos helpful, please like and subscribe so you get notified each time we publish a new video. And if you need help with product design for your software, please reach out to us at useractive.io.